See, when most guys think about body game, they're thinking about getting choosing signals from women. They're thinking about the respect they gain from men. But I feel like body game is deeper than that, right? And I want to change the narrative around body game. See, body game isn't just about getting respect from men and getting attention from women, right? It's also about who you become in the process, right? Because body game actually rewires your brain and the way you think, right? And that's what it did for me. Body game helped me go from fixed mindset to growth mindset, right? And the reason why body game is so powerful for your mindset is because when you're in a constant state of growth, you're constantly growing and improving on yourself, you're gonna constantly think, okay, like, if I can grow in this area, it can trickle out to other areas of my life. You start to think in a more growth-oriented way, right? Because when your body is constantly growing, your triceps are growing, your biceps are growing, all of that stuff, your mind is gonna grow with it, right? And I'm gonna go a little bit into my story, but before I do that, I just wanna say, make sure you like this video and subscribe, and remember to book a one-on-one consultation if you need help hopping on body game and you need a workout plan, all that type of stuff. Link down below. We'll have a little conversation and we'll see if it makes sense to work together. A little shameless plug for those of you guys that need it, right? And make sure you stay to the end of this video because I got a surprise for you guys, so stay tuned. But for those of you guys that don't know, a couple years ago, this is about almost 7 years ago now, graduated high school, I had no job, wasn't in school, right? Didn't know what I wanted to do with my life, just complete loser, low-key bum, right? And I'm just they're kind of confused. I'm applying to different jobs. I just feel like, I'm at a dead end. I'm scrawny, I'm skinny. I feel like my body didn't have presence to it. I just felt like I think at this point, I was the most insecure I've ever been in my entire life, right? And at this time too, didn't have a vehicle, didn't have a driver's license. I literally had nothing to my name, right? And all I had was the gym at that time, right? I was going to the gym consistently. I was starting on my fitness journey, and I felt like through getting on my fitness journey, through shape, and as I started to build muscle, I started to feel a lot more confident. And it wasn't just because I was getting more respect from people, and it wasn't just because I was getting choosing signals from women and stuff like that. It was more because of the man that I was becoming in the process, right? Because when you actually start building muscle, you start reaching PRs, you start benching more, you start lifting more, your body starts to change, and you start to slowly make that night-day difference, you become a different person in the process. If you look at me from when I was skinny to jacked, I was not the same person, right? And it's because what it's done for my mindset. Because I made that transformation, I gained competency within myself. I started to associate myself with someone who's disciplined, someone who's consistent, someone who's a man of their word. And I started to take myself more seriously. I stopped avoiding mirrors, right? Because I actually looked good. And for the first time in a long time, I was actually starting to feel good about how I looked like in the mirror. And I'm like, wow, bro. When you look in the mirror, you start flexing a little bit. You start, you know what I'm saying? That feels good, man. Why wouldn't you want that for yourself, right? And when I was experiencing those things, I was like, man, I started to feel more confident. And that led me to go after more things in life, right? Eventually, at some point, I stopped thinking in a victim mindset. I stopped thinking in a fixed mindset oriented way. I went after it, right? I ended up getting my driver's license, right? I ended up buying a vehicle. I ended up getting a job. I ended up getting into a university, right? Because I realized if I can transform my body through sheer will and force, I can do that with other areas of life, right? And that's the beauty of body game. It's not just about how the world is going to perceive you. It's not just about how women treat you once you get jacked and get in shape and yada yada. All these guys are going to say that. I think the most important part about body game is the man that you become in the process. And I think that's what people are missing. I truly think people are missing, that's the true body game. That's the real body game. The real body game is what it can do for your mindset and your life. It's not about this external bullshit. It's about the internal. That's the most important. I mean, that's what most guys focus on, but I really want to hammer home to you guys that the true body game is what it does for your mind. And I think that's what's the most important, and the man that you become in the process, right? But that's all I really have to say for today. And remember, like I said, I had a surprise for you guys at the end of this video. I just want to say, if you need help hopping on body game, and maybe you're like me, maybe you don't know where to start. Maybe you're ending off this year and you had a couple of losses, you feel like you're not getting anywhere in life, and you just need to stack a couple of wins, and your physique might be the way, but you're not sure how. Hit the link in the description. I have a free PDF guide, that you can use going into 2026 with momentum, right? I call it the hyperbolic bulk method. And in this PDF guide, I literally teach you how to build muscle. I give you a workout plan, the step-by-step guide so you can build a physique that commands attention and rewards the audience. So what are you waiting for? Hit that link in the description, get your free guide. And once you get your free guide, you'll also be added to my newsletter where I'll give you advice on fitness, nutrition, and mindset and all of that stuff. So literally you're getting a ton of value just by downloading this guide so that you can actually build a physique that you're proud of and that you respect, right? And if you need a more like one-on-one, like customized workout plan, meal plan, and things of that nature, hit the link in the description. There's another link that will lead to a one-on-one consultation. If you want to book a one-on-one consultation, we'll have a little conversation. We'll see if it makes sense to work together. And if it does make sense, we'll work on your mindset, we'll work on your nutrition, and we'll work on the training plan so that you can actually build the physique that you're proud of, and it'll be tailored to your specific needs and goals. And if that sounds like you, hit that link in the description, and I'll be happy to have a conversation with you so that we can actually help you get to your goals in 2026 so you can get jacked and live your best life. And make sure you like this video and subscribe. And remember, there's nothing enlightening about playing small. I'm gonna catch y'all. See ya.